Welcome everybody. Get that microphone working. Hope you're doing well today. It's a wonderful Wednesday where I am. It's nice and sunny. However, we're not talking about weather. We're talking about energy. And energy is affected by different things. So hang on for a moment while a lot of people get on board. But when we talk about energy, I want you to think of like things you've heard about from Tesla. Energy, frequency, and vibration. All right. Now, how many people out there, and type yes in the comments. I can see the comments. I'm going to pull the chat up. Let me say hello. That way I know it's working. And I want you to say hello. That way I know it's working. I know that you're live. Say hi, say hello. Let me know where you're from. That'd be awesome. And we're going to talk about weird scenarios. And I'm talk about synergy solutions because, well, what is synergy solutions? What is this quantum reality? Now, I don't know what your screen said there when it popped up. Hopefully it said something about quantum and something about Newtonian. Living in a quantum reality and Newtonian world. What is Newtonian? Hopefully that you know that's the philosophy that reality is based on these parts that move and bump and move around each other. However, quantum is another level that affects Newtonian physics. So for a long time, the way humans, the way scientists understood, and of course medicine, the allopathic healthcare system, how we understood a reality is that there's a physical thing that hits another physical thing. So in the brain, there's a wire that connects to a body part, and that's the only way messages are sent and received. However, your experiences and now the science is very clear that's not the whole truth. So what is the whole truth? Hello, Jeannie. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Let me say hello back. Everyone. Boom. So let's take a quick look at some pages I pulled up for you, and I love to share this. And so this Dr. William Tiller from Stanford, basically because of his information, his research, we have cell phones. And that's how I understand it. And he has this institute of what's called psychoenergetic science. Now, psychoenergetic science, what is that? I'm going to put it this way. The books are amazing. The books are, some of them are over my head. I'll admit that. But for the last, I quote him, for the last 400 years, I don't know if maybe I can zoom in so it's easier to see for you to read. Let me zoom in here. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So for the last 400 years, an unstated assumption of science is that human intention cannot affect what we call physical reality. Our experimental research of the past decade shows, and this was written a few years ago, the experimental research over the past decade shows for today's world and under the right conditions, the assumption is no longer correct. We humans are much more than we think we are, and much more than we think we are, and psychoenergetic science continues to expand the proof of it. What is psychoenergetic sciences? Well, it's this idea that something connects all of us. We're one. All of life is this. And so this is something I pulled up. It's from princeton.edu. Let me show you the website right there. I'll slide it down. Oh, I messed up my view. Well, it says princeton.edu right over there. Screenshot that. I can basically prove to you what I'm saying. All right, that's the nature of the game. Can I back up what I'm saying? I can. Global Consciousness Project. So what this does, this group of, I don't know who's doing it exactly, but they're measuring what's called random number generators. And anyone who's been invested in looking at research has seen random number generators. And based on, they have all these terms for different things, but basically what happens is when we all, okay, here's the example I love to share. Music, okay. We turn on a song, you start getting in the rhythm of the song, the beat of the song, the tune. Maybe you know it, you're humming it, you're with it, right? Now imagine 100 people hearing the same song from one speaker. People start getting into it. Just if you've ever been to a wedding, it's like the Hokey Pokey, or it's like the Electric Slide, right? Everyone knows that song. Pretty much everyone knows how to do the movements, and all you have to do is watch for a minute, and you can get it, and you have it, and everyone's in that vibe, everyone's in that rhythm, all right? Coherent. We're in this thing. Coherence. If you define that word coherent, it means it's all in alignment. It's all understood. It all makes sense. So when we're talking about a coherence with life, a coherence with human beings, with your fellow living man and woman, coherent. We are all connected in some form of fashion. And what we see, and it's right here, we can see what happens when different events happen. Let's take a look. I had not looked at this beforehand, so we're watching this together. I was hoping for a beautiful chart. Let's see. Does it have a beautiful chart? Here's some nice charts. All right. All right. I'm reading. I apologize. It says, reporting here on March 12th showed no major events on the coronavirus timeline, but markers continue to be unstable. So they're measuring something. March 13th, Mr. Trump officially declared a national emergency, and he was said making this $50 billion investment. There's no trend in this data. Okay, that's what it says here. It is the only day of the 5 we assessed with normal random results. Interesting. So they're measuring something under the tone of what is in the news. Okay, this is interesting. Now let's go over here. Boom, here is something interesting here. March 27th, Pope Francis did something here. All right, let's read this. It's tempting. I love when things bring it perfectly in alignment here. So let's take a look. It's tempting to think these samples show mass consciousness responding to media moments or shifts of the market. But as interestingly and suggestive as the graphs look, we are careful not to make strong claims. They don't necessarily demonstrate there is a global consciousness. Whoa. This is taking a twist. Yet the scientific abstraction suggesting global interconnection is worth considering as we work our way towards the future. Ultimately, these indications or direct effects of shared consciousness mean that we can be actors in our own destiny, not just passive observers. All right, this is pretty interesting. I'm gonna post this link in the chat, and if anyone wants to dive into that and look at it, by all means, there's that. Dive in, take a look, analyze that with me here, and well, what is it measuring? We can bring our unconscious interconnections up into awareness. We will be able to change the world. Cooperation, collaboration are a birthright, and that's more powerful than we know. And this evidence suggests it is ready to claim now. So what is this evidence suggesting? Well, we're going to dive into that a little bit later. This is going a little different than I expected, and that's the beauty of it. And that's also the beauty of live, ladies and gentlemen. So Dr. William Institute here, the Tiller Institute, I'm going to cut and copy this into links for people to take a look at, investigate, conversate on, and comment on. I want people to comment and be engaged. And that's what's going on in the Synergy Solutions group. Oh, I wanted to bring it up to show you. I apologize. However, taking this knowledge and the research that Dr. William Tiller has put on, Dr. Candace, not Candace Pert, Lynn McTaggart in the thought field therapy experiments, and there's the white papers here, there's videos here. Go to this website, explore. And why am I talking about it? Because, number one, I'm interested in holistic health care, natural health care. We see the damage of the other types of health care that are going on. And quite frankly, the evidence for things that affect us is very clear now. So if you're sick and tired of medical approaches, the one size fits all, well then you're going to want to go to this landing page. I put that in the description. It's there. And what I'm offering is this next wave of healthcare that's coming out. It's already been out. It's been downtrodden. It's been attacked, even at the Supreme Court level. Anybody wants to dive in that story? I have that available for you. However, forgetting all that, I'm done being concerned with what the mainstream system of thinking is, because the evidence is 100% clear. The physical, how do I say this? In research, the case studies are there. The real life experience is there. People have them every day in their own lives, whether they're knowing it or not. All we have to do is point it out. And then you come into certain clinics and offices and settings where people are applying this kind of care. And there's many forms of it. That's the beauty of it. And also the challenge in it. And we see people change using these healthcare techniques without harmful damage. So with that being said, I've employed a number of doctors to be part of my stable in the analogy here of Synergy Solutions. And hopefully you're noticing there's a lot of horse themes. There is the logo. And there's reason for that, and we'll talk more about that later. But it's about expanding, and it's about, and what we're going to talk about, and this goes through my story a little bit here, a little bit more about what you're getting. And this is a free, download 3 of the sessions for free. You get to check it out. It's early on in the creating of the program. About a year ago, these sessions were done, but nonetheless remarkable. And here's the story I like to share about synergy, about the power of teamwork, about the power of requiring. And this is, and we all know this, lifting something heavy is easier with 2 people. Yelling more loudly is easier with 2 people. The candles are brighter when there's more than one candle. When there's more than one practitioner that knows what to do and how to do it and how to communicate with one another, the idea, the reality, the quantum nature of synergy is remarkable. And the story goes on here that one horse, the strongest horse in the world, known as the Belgian draft horse, can pull about 8,000 pounds at a maximum. Well, when you put 2 together, you'd think, well, 8 plus 8, 16, all right, 16,000 pounds. Well, that's not the truth. The truth is 24,000, an exponential effect, ladies and gentlemen. And so, when you put your name and details in here, there's my details, then you get dropped into this page. It says, thank you for the, downloading and basically opening up to some trust and faith in the process here. And then I make the offer, and it's $47 a month. I mean, one of the challenges of this holistic healthcare is it takes a lot of study, it takes a lot of effort and energy to get proficient at it, and then to make an earning and make a living off of that, well, the fees had to go really high up, which meant people could not afford it. The average person who would definitely benefit from it is not able to afford it. So this is why I created this group, and lo and behold, the research is coming out in spades right now. I'm so happy, the timing of everything, it's beautiful. And I really want you to, and here's why I want you to get involved with it. And there's a little bit of selfishness in it. Here's the truth. Here's the truth. When you do better, it means everyone around you is doing better. That's really the selfishness behind it. I want everyone around me to be doing better. That means it makes me be better. Period. We feed off each other. This is why we're all connected. We feed off each other. So when all this stuff is going around, it's based in fear, false evidence appearing real. Well, we got a lot of false evidence. We have a lot of false reality being played out in our world. And to wake up from the hypnotizing that's been going on is the nature of what needs to be done. And so, just like butter was deemed the enemy and margarine turned on to be the savior, we've actually learned the opposite. That's actually the opposite of the truth. Just like eggs were demonized, now they're not. Why? Well, someone had an investment that you can't patent nature, so let's twist nature to be synthetic. Then we can patent that. Well, I am going to hold my further statements from that point forward because there's stuff that may be put inside you that can be deemed somebody else's property. I'll let you conclude what that may be. Pretty hot topic right now, and pretty aggressive topic right now. So hopefully that you know that there is a way through, and there always is a way through. It's called natural law, and that means, what do I mean by that? If there's a problem, there has to be a solution. That's law. It's law. What is law? Not like traffic law. That's a human, man-made law. I'm talking about nature law. Laws that you can't turn off or turn on or do anything about. Like the law of the seed. You put a seed in the soil with proper light and proper water. It has the potential for the forest within it. All it requires is time and the proper environment. Interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my 2 cents about energy, about synergy, about quantum, and I'm going to keep going live every week. Now, I've shifted some of my time and attention. If you've been waiting for a Tuesday night Transformation Tuesday, things are needing to shift in my life, and that may be a different day of the week. In fact, I had planned on doing it a little bit later today. I may be doing it Friday, and then I have to figure out a way to keep it on Tuesday. I love the name Transformation Tuesdays. Love that name. Maybe I need to do a pre-recorded version and drop it on Tuesday night versus doing it live. We'll see. As things continue to evolve and change, well, so will my ability to do the live show. And those moves are happening right now. And I invite you to take moves towards your greatest good, towards the things that really give you life juice, that life enjoyment, that life positivity, and keep it in alignment with integrity, by the way. That's the critical in today's world. Blessings, best regards. I'm Dr. Kevin. This is a little bit about Synergy Solutions, and I'm going to show you a little something that I like to share. I call it the mini doc, and then I'll tune in. You'll see me later this week, and I'll be in there, of course, next week, live and breathing, thriving, pushing the envelope forward and forward. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.